So now we will integrate WhatsApp inside of our N8N project. There are multiple ways of doing this. You can either use Facebook API like the video probably above this one, and I would recommend to always use the official API, since what Evolution kind of does is simulate the process where we open up our browser and then we scan that QR code and then we're allowed to use our Facebook business inside of that browser. So that's a way that Facebook allows us to use it because like the majority of people won't use an actual API. So they need to simplify that process. What Evolution does is basically intercept that and allow us to programmatically use that inside of our projects. So just heading over to the N8N Nodes Evolution API, you'll see that it has a lot of weekly downloads. If you head over to their homepage, so it is actually a Brazilian wrapper on top of Evolution API, which is also Brazilian, but if you visit that, so Evolution API, go down to their documentation in GitHub, click that, then it says that it's based on CodeChat. So you enter CodeChat, and then CodeChat says, no, we are actually an implementation of Whiskey sockets. Then you get inside of that, and then it says, no, this library was originally from a university. So you kind of get confused onto who's responsible for this. So if you look up some news on Baileys, you'll find that some people get banned by using it. But honestly, I have a lot of clients that just go for the Evolution API, as well as some friends that have AI agencies and they integrate Evolution API into their processes. So it's just a matter of not abusing and not spamming and just not getting out of what would be the rules for the regular Facebook API. So enough talking, let's get to the integration. Hit this plus sign right here to create a new service. Head over to app. In here, you'll type in Evolution, and this really doesn't matter. It's more for you to be organized. Docker image, and inside the Docker image, you will head over to your resources and copy this out. This is the version I know that works. You could try to just place in latest in here and have access to the latest version. I'll just stick with this for now and hit save. This will then start searching for the Evolution image. While it's doing that, just head over here, check this message, which is the add volume out, and you have to go down to storage, add volume out. The name will be Evolution instances. So it's even nice to note it down here because it's just easier to copy. So copy this, place it in the name field, copy that, mount path, hit create. Now, before hitting deploy, you also need to add the environment variables. And these environment variables are all over here. Copy this, paste it down here, and you have to make some configurations. This is where you'll place these connection strings, but just in case you don't have them, let's delete all of that. Head over to Redis, credentials, copy this, place it up there. Postgres, do the same, copy that, place it up there. Nice. Go back to Evolution. I didn't save it down, so let's copy that back here. And you'll scroll up until these comment sections. In here, add your Postgres connection. So that is this over here. Copy that inside this field. That done, copy the Redis field right in here. Now you just have to add one last thing, which is the authentication API key. You can generate one over here, get the first one, doesn't really matter, or you can just type in, you can just smash the keyboard or something. Ideally, this needs to be something safe. Save that. After it's saved, hit deploy. I believe everything is configured for Evolution at this stage. Go to the overview, place a divider because this way you know what was updated from the logs. So as soon as you see this green screen, it's in port 8080. Copy that, head over to your domains, click in the edit field and actually make it 8080. Okay, that is your internal port for Evolution. Hit save, click to open it, and this will open up. It's no big deal. Just place a slash manager and you'll access the Evolution manager. The API key global is exactly what you have in here. So copy this authentication API key, place it down here, hit login, hit create instance, fill in the name. So of course, the rest you can leave the default information. When you hit save, that will be created. Now is the part I told you guys about the QR code. Just get your phone, head over to WhatsApp Business and add a new device. You'll use the scan QR code to scan this code. Probably this model won't close, but as soon as you do close it, it will be connected. So now it is connected with your account, and what you need to do is make it understand every event that's received. Head over to events, then webhook, activate the webhook, and here you'll see all the events that could possibly happen. For now, we will just toggle on the message upsert. That toggled on, hit save, and you'll actually need the webhook. So we're getting really close to using WhatsApp inside of our workflow. Let's actually create that workflow. Add the first step. The first step will be a webhook trigger. So type in webhook. This is the trigger. Select production URL. With that selected, you'll see this URL right here. Just click on it. It will be copied. Head over to your Evolution Manager. Type that in there. Scroll down. Hit save. Just now, I remembered you have to change this to a post HTTP method. So just get to this dropdown, select post, save it, activate the workflow, and you should be all set. Now heading over to the chat, if I send a hi and look at the executions tab, you'll see that I successfully received an execution. So now every time someone messages me, I'm able to receive the message. How do I send the message back to the person? That's where this NAN Nodes Evolution API comes in. I head down to these three dots, hit settings. Let's save that workflow. Community nodes, install a community node and an npm package name. I understand the risks. Hit install and wait for some seconds. If you see this, it means it's successfully installed. Head back to your workflow and now you'll have access to the Evolution node. Type in Evolution, you'll see Evolution API. Click that. With this opened up, you can select message, send text, and the name of the instance is what you have up here. So course, type in course right here. So for the recipient number, you want to send the message back to the user that sent you the message in the first place. And for that, go back to the canvas, execution, grab whatever is in here. So hit JSON, go over to this button right here, which you might not be seeing because of my camera, but it's just in the upper right corner. Go back to the editor, select it again and paste it down here. Hit the save button, go back to the Evolution API. And now since that is pinned in the previous node, you're able to scroll down, pick this up and place it in the recipient number. This will make sure it has a dynamic number, so it will also respond back to whatever user that sent the message. Do not worry about the WhatsApp.net. You also have to include that inside of the recipient number. There's no problem in doing so. If I want to respond with a customized message, like a statical message, just use the fixed field and type in whatever you want. Now for the credential, what you want to do is hit this drop down, hit create new credential, grab this URL right here, paste it down as the server URL. Your API key will be exactly this, which you can grab inside of your instance. Place it down there, hit save, and it probably didn't connect because of this backslash right here. Save it now, connection tested successfully. So now saving the workflow and just heading back to your WhatsApp, I could send a message like hi, and it should answer back hey. And that is the full WhatsApp integration using Evolution API with NAN.